All right, what's up, everyone? Trevor's back with Tag Talks. I have not done one of these in, I don't know, a month or two probably. Just to sit down, just me talking with you. So I wanted to get back to it. Summer's here, got a little bit more free time. Been doing a lot of the training videos, but do a few talks here as well and talk on topics. So you can kind of, if you have any topics you want covered, you can drop them in the comments, email me, find me on social media, and do it that way too. And I'll answer questions that way. Can kind of let you guys talk about what you guys want, answer what you guys want to know, what you guys are struggling with. But I want to go over an update because last week I got my blood work updated, or just I guess not updated, but did my blood work again to see where we're at because I do it every so often for testosterone because that's kind of what got me really diving deep into building the best version of myself. And that's when I went, I don't know what, I can't remember exactly how long ago now, 6, 7 years ago maybe, where I went and got my blood work done. Uh, and my testosterone levels were at 37. And normal ranges from anywhere from like, again, there's different, different, I guess, charts of what's normal. What normal range could range for anywhere from like 250 to 900 and above, or something like that. Somewhere in that vicinity. And mine was literally 37, which is I don't know. It's probably worse than like 100-year-old man. So that kind of drove me to, man, I really need to change something. I already started. I'd been training for years and years. I've been eating pretty well, but I was still staying up late. I was still partying, doing all that dumb stuff that we do when we're in that a lot of people do when they're in their 20s. If you're smart and not dumb like me, you don't do that stuff anyway. So, but for me, I had to put my hand on the stove and do the dumb stuff and learn from it. And I have, and that's great. Because we all learn through life experiences. That's really what it is. It's learning through experiences. You can listen to people tell you what to do all the time, but ultimately you make the choices. And I made the choices to fall into that stupid partying college crowd, trying to fit in that type of stuff. But then you realize, oh, you're just destroying your body, and you realize it's time to start changing. And I started working at it, and boom, over the next 5 or so years, was really working hard at sleeping more, mainly, eating better, training smarter, but still training hard. And it started to work. I got my testosterone levels regularly up around 200, in that range, 200 to 250, somewhere in there. But I was still beat, tired, and didn't have the energy. Wasn't always feeling the best. Wasn't looking the best. And then, and I regularly got blood work done. And then I went to my doctor to see if there's anything else wrong. Could I have thyroid issues? Could I have something else going on, other hormones, whatever it may be? And everything else checked out. And so it was just kind of the old, just low testosterone. And I've been trying to do everything naturally, as it is. But then doctor suggested maybe we go on, what was it called? Clomid. Yeah, I think Clomid called it. It's a women's estrogen medication, but it's been shown to work on men to help raise testosterone. Because I didn't want to do the whole TRT thing and that type of stuff, all the unnatural stuff, because then your body doesn't produce its own hormones and whatnot. But Clomid was proven to work, and I did it for, I don't know, maybe a year, not even probably, where I was doing it and then regularly getting blood work done. And that boosted my testosterone up to like 900. So like up above like the normal range, the range you want to be in. So like I was high, but I still didn't feel the best. I didn't feel any different. The main things I felt on it were I was just craving crappier food. I don't know. Maybe it's because do you have to deal with like the pregnancy type thing where women are craving food? So maybe that's kind of what this made me feel like. I was a pregnant woman. I don't know. But I didn't have any more energy. I didn't really feel any different. I didn't notice any difference in like building more muscle or anything like that because I was still training hard, still eating well. But I was just craving crappier food. And this was kind of around like the COVID time, so it wasn't the best time do this stuff because yeah, you're stuck in your house anyway. So you're just craving all the. I just felt I was craving more junk food, and so I did that for a while. But again, like I said, I wasn't feeling any better. So I just stopped taking it after a while, and and it was a waste of. It was like $50 a bottle. And that was with the Good RX discount too. So, and I got it. I don't remember if it was once a month or refill, and I was just blowing money on this stuff, and it wasn't doing anything for me. So I just stopped taking it and started getting back to what I need to do. I needed to start eating better. I needed to start sleeping more, and I needed to start training hard still, and managing just overall stress and not stressing out about stupid stuff. So I did that, and it my test. Then I boom did that for a year until my doctor like called and asked me. I met with him again. He's like, "Have you been taking your medication?" I said, "No, I stopped. I haven't did it in months." And we got my blood work, and my blood work is at like 400. So it was not. It had went down since getting off the stuff, but it was much higher than it uh, had been before. He's like, "Wow, that's the first time I ever seen someone like go off of this and still improving and start improving their testosterone." So I don't know. He claimed I was a miracle case. I just figured I'm just doing things right now. I'm dialing in my nutrition. I'm training right, training hard, managing stress, not worrying about stupid stuff anymore, and I'm sleeping more. And again, this was, I don't know, 2 years ago, probably that. Maybe a year ago. Probably a year ago. And fast forward to now, just last week, did my blood work. Try to do the same thing every time. Try to do my blood work in the morning because blood work, testosterone levels can fluctuate throughout the day, depending on what you do. If you're active before, that can shoot it up there if you eat or whatever. So I always try to do it the same early morning times, right around 8, typically when they open. Do it fasted. I make sure I'm not training hard beforehand, those types of things. Kind of be consistent in that so I can make the blood work as consistent as possible. Like with anything, you want to be consistent with it. And my blood work, let me pull it up, was 500 and something, which was, I was pumped because that is the highest it's been since I've been doing my blood work without the Clomid crap that I was taking. And the good thing is that I actually notice a difference. I feel different. I have more energy. I'm not just dead throughout the day. I am like happier. I'm in a better mood. And let's see here. So I'm pulling it up now. So 541 it was at. So it says the normal range is 250 to 1,100. So again, it's getting better. It's gradually going up. That's what I want. I'm sure at times it's higher, times it's lower. Again, your levels vary depending on time of day, stress, what you eat, working out, that type of stuff. But this is just proving that I'm getting things right. I'm doing things the way they need to be done. You don't need to just jump to TRT. If you want to, yes, that's your choice. You can do all this stuff. You can get stabbed with needles. You can do all this, put all this artificial stuff in your body. But again, I like to do things as natural. I'm just trying to do things because that's just my choice in life. I want to do things as real and natural as possible because I just feel better. And the way how I've been, what I credit this testosterone getting up and raising to is, again, prioritizing sleep. That has been my biggest thing I've been doing over the last 5 years, is just gradually increasing and working and prioritizing my sleep. Consistent bedtime as much as possible. Yes, summers suck for that because we got baseball 3-4 nights a week and we play night games. I wish we played more day games. And those games start at 7:30. I usually go to bed at 7 or 7:30. I usually go to bed at 8 o'clock, so that really screws up my schedule. But luckily enough, during summer, I can usually try and sleep in a little bit. So, again, my body struggles to sleep in. Like 6 is sleeping in for me. I was pumped I slept into 6 one day last week. For like that. That doesn't happen because usually I'm up at 5. Like this morning, I was up at 4:45, but I went to bed at 8. So again, still quality 7 hours, 7.5 hours of sleep or whatever I got. But again, it couldn't be better. It's always working to improve and get up towards that. I want to get up to averaging like 8 hours of sleep. And again, to do that, you have to go to bed an hour before the amount of time you want at least. That's my philosophy. Because you do, no matter what, you do wake up, even if you don't know it. You don't always fall asleep right away. So if you want to get 8 hours sleep, go to bed 9 hours, 9.5 hours before that, whatever that 8 hour would be. So prioritizing sleep, consistent bedtime as much as possible, consistent wake up time as much as possible. You don't need the magic morning routine. Find what works for you. Just get up, go pee, get a drink of water, go for a walk. That's my morning routine. Maybe yours is get up, feed the kids, take a shower, whatever it may be. Take a dump. Do your morning routine. It doesn't have to be putting mouth tape on, putting your head in a bucket of water, rubbing a banana peel onto your face, having your servant give you food. It doesn't have to be that stupid stuff because that's not realistic. But the other things is prioritizing real food. So getting back into real food. Whole nutrients, real food. Food from the earth. Food from animals. Eating enough protein. Eating enough quality carbs. Eating enough quality fat. Because fat plays a big role in your hormones. And that's one thing before I was eating good, but I wasn't eating a lot of fat. I'm not a big on huge amounts of fat. So I just don't feel good. I feel sluggish. So I'm right around like 0.3 to 0.5 grams per pound of body weight. I'm 160, 65 pounds, somewhere in that range typically. So it's not a ton of fat because I just don't feel sluggish, or I feel sluggish. My digestion gets all kind of messed up if I eat too much fat, even if it is good fats. And I don't always sleep the best when I'm eating more fats, I've found. So I found my kind of happy range in that. Eating enough carbs, training, and then again, those are coming from whole nutrients, real food 90-95% of the time. And then we focus on our training hard, sprinting, jumping, doing all the fun athletic stuff, lifting heavy, lifting fast, climbing, crawling, rolling, cutting, the fun stuff. Not your boring group classes and things like that. That stuff doesn't get me going. That stuff doesn't, it's not really training for me. That's more working out. Mixing in the soft. You mix the hard with the soft. So you got the heavy sprinting, the athletic stuff, the jumping, the or heavy lifting, heavy lifting, sprinting, jumping, cutting, the athletic stuff, hops, skips. And then you got the soft stuff, the movement, the crawling, the rolling, kind of getting that, the yin and the yang, the feminine, the masculine, the hard, intense stuff, the feminine, the softer, the movement type stuff, moving and breathing, breath work, all that good fun. It's not really the fun stuff, more the kind of the boring stuff. But you got to do that stuff too. And kind of getting my neurological system, I think, is helping as well. Just did Square One again, did the in-person conference about a month ago on my birthday. So I offer that to my clients, working on doing the self-resets too, and just the breath work, just perception-based stuff that helps get in my mind, neurologically organized, so I'm not perceiving everything as a threat. I think that has helped too over the last month or so of doing that type of stuff too. So, but if you want Square One, I offer that as a service now. Come in, we'll get you organized and get you going, get that neurological system kind of rewired in perceiving things correctly. Getting rid of some of these compensations that your body is perceiving something as a threat. Maybe it's looking at a computer, maybe it's on your phone, maybe it's squatting or sprinting, whatever it may be. And we'll get you going, but that's a whole nother thing. But again, the sleep, number one, the nutrition, the training, and just overall just the managing the stress. Not concerning myself with stupid social media beefs or watching the news or caring about what other people think or worrying about other people that don't matter in my life. Yes, it's important. We're human. I'm going to worry about my family and friends and stuff like that. But stupid people online, I don't care about them. They're not real anyway. They're just fake people hiding behind a keyboard or whatever. So not stressing out about stuff I have no control over, and that's big too. So it's dialing in all these things, and ultimately I think that's why my testosterone level is going up, and let's keep it going up, because I feel the best I've felt in years. I'm 37 now, closing in on 40. I'm much closer to 40 than I am to 30, and I think everything is going up in the right way, and I want to keep it going that way, into my 40s, into my 50s, be my leanest, most athletic self. I might not be the most athletic. I'm definitely not the most athletic person in the world. I'm definitely not the most jacked, but I'm striving to be the best version of myself and get more athletic still as we get older. Train, sprint, jump, throw, climb, crawl, roll, lift heavy, be able to move, be able to play with my nieces and nephews, be able to play baseball, be able to play basketball. Want to run faster. Like I hit 20.82 miles per hour today. Not my fastest, but not my slowest either. So we're striving. We're setting our goals high. We're not putting a timeline on success with my training, with my health, because it is a journey for life. It's something I want to do for the rest of. Hopefully, I'm living a long, fulfilling life and being able to do all this stuff as I get into my 60s, 70s, 80s, hopefully 90s, however long I live. But make the most of it. And same with my business, with Tag. Not putting a timeline on success, because I'm not looking for retirement. I want to do this and help people as long as possible. So if you're looking to do the same, if you have low testosterone, want to get that going up in the right direction, reach out. We'll get you set up. We'll get you a training plan. We'll get you on nutrition. We'll build the habits that you need to help improve your testosterone, without all the drugs and the synthetic stuff and the fake stuff. If you want to do that, again, that's your choice. Do it. But if you want to do it the right way, the natural way, I can help you do that. I've gone through it. I know how it goes. I know how much it sucks and how crappy it feels when you have no energy. You're falling asleep midday and you are full of aches and pains and getting injured all the time. A lot of it has to do with your hormones. It's building the inside and the outside so you can look good, feel good, move good, and that's what it's all about. And live the best life possible. Be able to do everything in life you enjoy. And if low testosterone, easy enough for me to say, is hurting you from doing that or holding you back, let's break out of it. Let's get you going in the right direction. Let's get you moving forward so you can ultimately be the healthiest, best version of yourself, be athletic for life, and live the life you want. So if you want any of that, if you're interested in that, comment below, send me a DM, email me, trevor@tagpn.com. Click the links below or whatever, and we'll get going. So thanks for watching, guys, and we will be. Wow, I can't even talk. That's what I get for not doing these enough. We will be back with more soon. Thanks, guys.